Alright, here's the deal. Tiffany Henyard's reign of chaos is finally ending on the 19th of this month. That's when Napoleon Harris steps in as the new supervisor. Honestly, let's just hope he outshines Tiffany because let's be real, it shouldn't be that tough. Just be straightforward, don't fire people over personal grudges. But Tiffany, she couldn't manage that. That's why her chapter is closing. We all know Jason House runs Dalton like a boss, and soon Napoleon. Harris will be taking over Thornton Township. After that, the FBI should be knocking on Tiffany's door because once she's out, it's game on. Mark my words. Within 30 days, Tiffany's going to be hearing from the feds on multiple fronts. And it's not just her, Leotis, and a few others in this mess are under heavy scrutiny. That guy with the shaved head and short arms? Yeah, he's being watched too. The IRS is already involved, so the FBI is next in line. Leotis, man, why wait this long to ruin your life? Then there's Stanley, who's about to get some serious heat for trying to stay neutral, but eventually siding with Henyard. Same story, with Andrew Holmes just sliding in at the last minute. But all that's past now. Today, I want to throw it back to the glory days, at least for Tiffany. Back when she ruled the roost, Queen of Dalton, Princess of Thornton Township. Check out this footage, no audio, but you know the story. The cop on the roof, that fundraiser event. Whatever happened to the money? Crickets. No one ever spoke up. This was just a small event, flew under the radar. Just another one of Tiffany's hype jobs. You don't see the media covering this now, do you? Nope, they never touch this stuff. Look, at Leotis. Sloppy as usual. Where did the charity funds go? When you collect money for charity, it has to be accounted for. We never saw that happen. They probably raised around $56,000 and then went out of town or dined at a steakhouse with a $2,000 tab. That's Tiffany's style. And honestly, I don't even know if Tiffany paid a dime for this, but if I owned that Dunkin' Donuts, there's no way I'd let her use my spot. Nope. I'd tell her to take that punk attitude down the street and find someone else to run her shady event. She's out there dancing like she owns the place with Louis Lacey. Yeah, that guy with the short arms, trying to dodge taxes like it's a game. The dude's cruising around in a $3,000 a month Dodge Durango. He could almost buy 2 Bentleys for that price. And it's bulletproof, no less. Meanwhile, he's stocking up on every enhancement pill at the gas station. Straight up disgusting. Louis, you should be ashamed of yourself. Now, y'all remember this one? Yeah, Tiffany's take on R. Kelly. Well, it wasn't even original. She's never had an original idea, always biting off somebody else's vibe. Just like that Good Burger thing, you feel me? This was the same style, sounding like some R. Kelly track with some dude singing it. But yeah, remember this video? Ooh-wee, another so-called blessing. Well, Tiffany ran those blessings straight into the ground with her foolishness. She had a golden chance, but folks with her smarts aren't supposed to land in positions like that. It was a miracle, and she blew it big time. People like her are supposed to make what, like $27,000 tops? Look at this guy here. Worked 300 hours in 1 week, and he's shooting music videos? That dude needs to be investigated too. Look at him, man. There's no way you're putting in 300 hours legally. He should be clocked in somewhere, not running around like that. And shout out to my guy from the fire department. She straight up bamboozled him. Crazy times. Good old days with he and Tar, remember that? Yeah, and here's one of her firework stunts. I think this was before the lady banned her from the field. This might be the earlier incident. You know, with the little band playing and all that? That wasn't Miss Granberry, but yeah, Miss Granberry was involved later. She tried to snag $1,000 without even performing. Meanwhile, this other lady actually did her set. Whoever she is, I hope she got paid. But hey, that was a few years back. Anyway, this was the scene back then. Partying every weekend, no bills getting paid, but the party never stopped. No money was going into the firefighters' retirement fund, but hey, the grill was always hot. Tiffany thought just throwing parties and showing up was enough to be mayor, but nope. Jason House crushed her in a landslide, 90% to 10%. That's wild. But honestly, that just shows how all her fake extras didn't do the village any favors. The village is drowning in millions of dollars in debt, and Tiffany's solution was just to slap a Band-Aid on a deep wound. Yeah, we're down $3 million, but I'll keep throwing these parties so you'll vote me back in. This was a little while ago. Tiffany had a bit less weight on her shoulders, not quite as comfy as now. And look at Stanley. What a sorry bunch. Stanley, Lewis, Lacey. It's crazy. I'm sure the trustees over at Clean House will be looking into some of this. Of course, celebrating with the community is fine, but you gotta keep it reasonable, not every weekend. Look at this. Whose grandma is that? She should be ashamed. That doesn't make any sense. That looks like it should be Andrew Holmes's woman. Helen, maybe? Shaking her 73-year-old self out there? And Stanley making a fool of himself. Come on, man, it's embarrassing now. Andrew Holmes? The dirtiest one in the whole crew. Seriously, he's the worst. Look at him. Yeah, that's about your speed, young Drew. You know it. Oh, and we saw FIA Dukes in the video too, the one he supposedly committed that alleged crime against. Gotta say alleged because the investigation's still ongoing. Still going. She's supposed to be clocked in, man. Some folks really need to sit down and think about what they're doing. This is just embarrassing. It makes no sense at all. You got on a yellow jacket, supposed to be out there cutting grass, but instead, you're rocking a dark two-piece, shaking that narrow behind. Well, all that's behind us now, Natto. We won't have to see Tiffany Henyard and her crew of clueless fools anymore. Funny thing, no sign of Leotis in these clips. Was this before Leotis showed up, or was he the cameraman? 'Cause you know Leotis loves to be behind the lens for a lot of these videos. Back then, Tiffany was slimmer, looking fit. Maybe the money started rolling in, the food got better, and she just didn't make time for the gym. But that's all over when she hits the pen. No more eating well for her. You'll see that Tiffany we know now, and then the version with no hair and a hat, a real Chia Pet haircut situation. She won't be able to rock that in prison, not with that mouth of hers. They'll be ripping that hair right off the second she steps inside. Her prison cut? Man, she's gonna look like Lori Lightfoot. That's the kind of haircut Tiffany's gonna get behind bars. And here come the fireworks. Always a classic. I'm sure the trustees will keep doing things like this for the people, but hey, shout out to all my subscribers and everyone writing with me. I'll be back soon with another topic to break down. Maybe we'll talk Carmelo Anthony or Shiloh Hendricks or even black fatigue. That's a hot topic too, I guess.